Hey, welcome to this edition of the Doggin Show. We're really excited today. We have a couple of great guests with us from Spain. Actually, they're in Connecticut right now, but originally from Spain. We have Jonas Souto Comino and Jose Alberto Delgado. What's up, guys?
Hello,
What's up?
guys.
How are you
How are you?
guys? How are you?
Good,
Joey
good.
was
Hey,
really
we got a.
excited to say your name, by the way, your
I
full
really
name. Yeah.
was. Did it? Was that okay? Did I say it okay?
All right,
It was
all right.
okay. It was okay.
You guys make me want to say my whole name. My whole name is Michael Joseph Ryan. So Michael Joseph Ryan, but Joey.
Michael Joseph Ryan, that's right.
Yeah, the fourth. Don't forget the fourth.
The
Uh,
fourth.
yeah. Hey, guys, those of you that joined in the audience, let us know if you can hear us and see us okay. We want to make sure that we're coming in clear for you guys. This should be a great episode. So, guys, you guys are in the United States. How long have you guys been here?
Until
Like
last 20 February, right?
month and a half
Yeah.
right now, I think. And we go back to Spain after Expo. So it will be like almost 2 months.
Okay,
What,
2 months.
what made you
That's-
decide
Yeah.
to what made you decide to stay this long? Because usually y'all are here for just what, like a tournament or two, and then heading back home.
He did.
Yeah.
He stayed like the last time he came, he stayed like 2 months also. So he proposed me to stay with him. And like this, he will not be like so bored. So that's why I stay with him this time.
That's kind of like how Joey does it whenever he goes somewhere. Joey asks me to stay with him longer too, usually.
but
Yeah,
then I leave early. I go back
that's
home
true.
early.
Yeah, he leaves me by myself wherever we're at. Yeah.
So Jonas, you wanted him to stay for a couple months with you. You must really like pool in the United States. What's so great about being over here and playing pool?
Like, what is the best thing of play pool here in USA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, finally, the biggest pool in the world, I think, is in USA, right? I mean, a lot of players here in USA, like amateur players. Everybody likes pool here. If you go one pool hall like with 40, 50 tables, and they're completely full, right? So I think I never seen that in another country. So that's why I mean this is really good place and for play pool. So that's why I come here. I love pool. It's my passion. It's my work, and that's why I'm here. And that's why I told to Alberto to come here with me, because if I come alone, it's a little bit boring. But if I with one friend, it's good.
Are you
Yeah,
guys
How
having
old are y'all, by the
success
way?
out here? Are you making some money?
I prefer answer to the Mike Molina's question.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
How old are y'all? Because y'all got to be pretty young to be able to get out of the house for 2 months and just live abroad.
I'm 21. 21.
I'm 29.
Ah, okay, yeah. So there you go. Under
21.
less than 30 is good. A good to enjoy yourselves for sure.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm almost there.
yeah.
Yeah, and Joe, yeah, we are making money. Yeah. If I don't make money, I'm not gone anymore. No, I'm kidding.
Does that put any
So are
pressure
you
on you
guys?
guys while y'all are here? Like to make sure you're not just taking care of the expenses, but making sure that it's profitable. Like it's not just you're here to vacation and hang out in the sun.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we are here to play tournaments, try to find maybe some good matches. Also, we are giving lessons here in jail billiards, so it's a really good experience for us.
Have you had any matchups, like money matchups, while you've been here? Have you matched up with any players gambling?
Yeah, I had like not in this trip. In this trip, I only play like 2 times for money. But the last time I went here, I play a little bit more for money. But finally, we are here. We are playing a lot of tournaments, like because here in USA is too big, right? Finally, so they have a lot of tournaments, and maybe they're playing at the same time 10 tournaments. You know what I mean? So you can go there, you can go another place. Finally, you can make a little bit trip, and you can go to these tournaments, and if you make money, it's perfect. And we make lessons too. We have a lot of lessons here in USA.
What's been the support like out there on the East Coast? Because y'all are out of Connecticut right now, right? So how have they been receiving you guys, and have they been supporting y'all and keeping you busy?
Yeah, they support us a lot. Like the attention we receive from the people around is like huge. Like we can see that people love pool here. it's different than, let's say, in Spain. Like people is more into the world here than in other countries, I think.
Let me ask you about pool in Spain because I'm always fascinated about how the game is received in other countries. And I know when we had Fedor Gorstone, we talked about Russia, and he said, "Hey, there's only 20, 30 good players in all of Russia." But Spain, you guys now have a number of great players that are coming out of Spain, including you guys. So you must have a good foundation there for younger players to develop. So tell us about the pool situation in Spain right now.
It's not the best.
Yeah, no,
It's not the best.
not the best. I mean,
we like the honesty.
I mean, so finally we have we have, of course, I think one of the best, two of the best players on the world. But maybe we have now the best player on the world is FSR, David Alcaide, right? But in Spain, it's like same with the lessons. For example, here I can, for example, $50 per hour, right, or something. Imagine it's like example. I think in Spain, nobody's gonna pay 50 euros per hour with one lesson. I think.
Really?
Yeah, it's difficult. Maybe one, two, three people, but you're not gonna. You can work about that, because it's not the people is not gonna pay.
it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. So there, the people they like play, but it's not like here. There maybe I have a pool hall in my town, right? So I have like 30 players, something like that. It's not too much. It's a slow sport in Spain. So it's not big.
So you guys are traveling now and you're playing against top competition all over the world. So obviously that's keeping you guys in stroke and playing well and improving. But how did you get to your level where you are right now if you didn't have a lot of pool going on in your hometown there? Like how did you achieve what you've achieved so far?
I mean, in Spain, probably we have good players in Spain.
We have good
no,
players.
we have pretty good competition there, but like
But how many
it's
players?
not huge. Probably in one national tournament we have 80 players, 70 players.
Yeah.
So it's not so big, but the level is good. I mean, we have another good players in Spain, and also we are competing in Eurotours. Eurotours is, well, I think one of the toughest field I ever played. Like it's very difficult to get into last 16 or something like that.
But in Spain, maybe they can competition with in the big events. You know what I mean? Like US Open or these kind of events. We have like 10, 15 players in Spain.
Yeah.
They can go and they can make good job, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, finally, it's a small sport. Here in USA, it's super big. Everybody knows pool.
Yeah.
You mentioned Francisco and the year that he's having. What's that success that he's brought to Spain done for the culture out there, or maybe getting the sport more national recognition or respect out in Spain?
I mean, what he did is huge because it's something unreal, I think. But yeah, in Spain, I mean, we have, as I told you, like 80 players in national events. But I mean, like in first division, Then there are like other categories, and there are a lot of players. I don't know how many of them, but where the Spanish Open is gonna be, there are like a lot of players around in this area, amateur players. So yeah, we have a huge, let's say,
To play, right?
yeah, amateur players that they love pool too. So they support a lot, like all the Spanish players when we travel around, and they support a lot of FSR. He wins something, so that's that's fantastic.
Well, he wins everything. Everything he's playing and he's winning right now.
Almost everything.
Yeah, it seems like that you guys are a big family. I was doing a little research for this episode today, and I think I was looking at Jose Alberto's profile on AZ Billiards, and there were pictures on there from I guess when Matas won the female event, and there was like 20 guys around her at the pool table all celebrating her victory. And
uh,
tell us what that's like to have this big family of folks that come together, when you guys go to these events.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never won an event like that to tell you how it feels, but I mean, from outside, it feels like we give some energy to the players, so I think it helps a lot, like to go through difficult moments, probably when you feel pressure, when you're nervous. Know that you can take time out and talk probably with David, one of the most experienced in this field, or with FSR or with us if they want. I think it's something that helps a lot.
Finally,
Do
we are traveling together all the time, so a lot of people like they are supporting us, because when we go to the tournaments, they can we are like a friends. Every you know what I mean. It's not bad feelings, not nothing, man. We try to support. We try to, like, I don't know the name in English, but how much more players, more better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like more players, more is better, more enjoy. We can more experience together, more fun. So that's the big thing. Is
Yeah,
respect and good
we are like
feelings.
small family.
Yeah, or big,
Yeah.
depends.
you
In the
mentioned
US, it's sorry, Mike, go ahead.
No, I was saying you mentioned that you hadn't won an event before like that, Jose, but both of you guys had seemed to be making a lot of strides in your career, like getting deeper in major tournaments over the last, 12 months, where you're, getting into single elimination and then getting a few steps closer to finally cracking through, maybe making a semi or a final. What's that been like, that transition, and how important has it been to have guys with such experience to like help guide you when you're in those pressure packed moments that you've never been in before?
Yeah, I mean, actually, the two most experienced players on that field are David and Francisco, and they give us a lot of advices when we reach that round. So we can, like, let's say, imagine what we not want to have when we get into that round. That helps a little bit, but you have to experience that. It's something totally different.
Yeah.
It's different.
It seems like you guys are built for it, though. It's been fun watching y'all, because I was there maybe a couple years back when I first saw Jonas at the World 10 Ball, and this is probably maybe like pre-COVID, maybe, or maybe whenever they first did the spot shots, maybe that year. But I was like, I'd never seen him before. I knew you were a junior champion, but just watching your game over the last few years, it's been remarkable. And the same for you, Jose. Like, it's not been where you guys are the maybe thought of as the third or fourth best players out of Spain. You guys are making more of a name in your own right, in your own game, on the world stage, not just in Spain, but on top European talent.
Yeah, it's like it's we try to we try our best. We try to play pool. We try to fun. Like, when I play, I'm having fun. So this is good for improve the level. And of course, when you play with the best players on the world, and if these players is from Spain, so that's better. That's more
Yeah,
easy.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
What have you guys been working on? And maybe each of you answer if you could, but what have you been working on to kind of get to that next level? So as Mike said, you guys have kind of been knocking on the door, but haven't really kind of made that big major win or something like that. What do you think you need to work on the most to really break through and have a year? Well, I don't know if anybody's ever going to have a year like FSR did, but have that type of success where you're, kind of really broke through.
I mean, from my side, I think I need more experience in that field. I got far in few tournaments, but I feel like probably the high pressure is there, so I need to be more on that situations. I don't know about him.
I mean the same. Finally, I'm 21 years. I'm young. I think I'm young, right? And I'm just when the key is when you arrive these moments, you have little time for make decisions. You know what I mean? So when you arrive to this in that round, for example, last 16 or quarterfinals, whatever, you need like pay attention in everything. So this is experience. So that's I mean we need a little bit, but
Yes,
we are knocking the door, so we're gonna arrive 100%.
yes, especially because when you get into the rounds, you play against really experienced players. So yeah, but we are there. We are there. We
You
hope to
mentioned
keep improving.
you mentioned the Euro Tour, and I believe there's Mike brought up a good question earlier about the Euro Tour and the European Championships having a bit of a conflict when it comes to dates and the UK Open. Have you guys made any decisions as far as which event you'll be competing in? Is that something that you've given any thought to? Because I know most Europeans all attend the European Championships every year.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because we have to choose which one to play. So in this situation, it's like tricky because our federation wants us to play on European Championships,
Right.
and they pay. There are it's gonna be like 6 tournaments in a row, and UK Open is only one tournament. So I don't know. We decided to play European Championships.
Yeah. What's the support like from y'all's federation as far as travel costs or maybe buy-ins or things like that? How do they help you out, if any?
It depends. They have sometimes for Euro tours. Sometimes, if you are qualified for European Championships, they pay almost everything.
Nice.
So it's good, but actually, it's not the best because the best players from Spain are not playing in European Championships. So they are doing more or less good job, but they can improve. I think FSR should play. World nine
Yeah.
ball champion, world eight ball champion, runner up, 10 ball, and he's not playing European Championships. It doesn't make sense.
Agreed. Yeah, it's some of those conflicts that we're having right now with dates overlapping.
It's a
Yeah.
good problem to have, right? Because there's so many events. I look back just a few years ago and we were like, we need more events. And now there's so many events that you have to make some difficult decisions.
Yeah.
So
That's right.
so let's talk about Matchroom releasing news of a Spanish Open. That had to be music to your ears. You had to like to hear that. So, are you guys looking forward to the Spanish Open? And I think it's Lugo, Spain. I looked. I had to look on a map. I had no idea where that was. It's way in
No
the
clue.
northwest. But are you guys excited about that? Tell us about it.
Yeah, of course we are.
For me, for I think for everybody, for every player from Spain is gonna be a dream. Never. I don't remember. Maybe you remember, right? Like you touring where in
Yeah,
Malaga, right?
yeah. No,
These
it
conditions.
was
But I never
well,
play.
in Benidorm, I think.
Yeah,
The last time we
He's
had.
calling you old, Jose, is what he's saying.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Maybe you remember.
You are good, Mike.
Yeah.
But listen, I never see any competition in with these conditions in Spain. Never. So I'm I just wanna go there, enjoy with the people, and enjoy with all the fans from Spain. They're gonna support us, and it's gonna be impressive. I just wanna play tomorrow. Like that.
Yeah,
It's gonna be unbelievable.
it's
will
gonna
your
be huge.
families will your families have an opportunity to go and see?
Yeah, because I'm from this Lugo is from Galicia, and
Okay.
I'm from Galicia. I born 2 hours from Lugo,
Oh,
but I
Wow.
nice.
live but I live in Ibiza. You know Ibiza?
No.
All right.
I'll
It's like
Google. I'll Google it.
yeah, it's a Iceland in Balearic Island. It's Mediterranean Sea.
Ah,
Okay, it's in another part. But when I born there, and after I moved to another city.
yeah.
So my father live in that city, so it's gonna be unbelievable. All my family is gonna come, so perfect.
One thing that Joey brought up earlier was the energy you guys bring. And when I say you guys, I mean like Team Spain in general. You know, every time you guys are somewhere, you can see the cheering, you can hear you in the stands if we're watching from home. What can the fans expect from the fans out there in Spain during that event? What's the energy going to be like?
In Spain.
Yeah.
Uh, Actually, I'm not sure, but I think they are gonna arrange another like small event for amateur players.
Small? You say it?
Yeah, I mean small. No, it's gonna be big.
Maybe
So
how many players? Amateur players? Maybe
maybe 300.
300-400 players.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of players there.
Molina, we should go.
Yeah, you should
You can
go.
go, my friend.
Let's
We
book a
should go.
flight,
I
man.
play a little pool. I don't know if you guys know that. I challenged David. In Vegas, I told David we had a 7-foot table. I said, I'll play you some right here. And he walked away. He didn't want any part of it. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely you should go because the food there on that place is very good.
Listen,
Really?
Very good.
I'm gonna tell you something. The best food is in Spain. Whatever, if I'm from Spain, but the best food is in Spain, amigo.
Hey, I told you guys before we started tonight that my wife and my son are in Barcelona. The first night, I said, "What are you guys going to eat?" They said Italian. The second night, they went out for poke bowls.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, "You guys are crazy. You're in Spain. You need to eat
Look at
Spanish
his face.
food."
Look at his face.
Crazy.
What they're doing? No.
Yeah.
They
I
should
don't
We need
know.
some recommendations, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, actually, I reached out to Mark Vidal, and he gave me all because he's from Barcelona. He
Yeah,
gave
I
me
know.
all these recommendations for them, places to eat, places to go, and they're going out to Italian. I don't know. It's crazy. So
Okay.
right on the heels of the Spanish Open is the World Cup of Pool.
We don't know nothing about that.
You don't know
Well,
nothing about it.
I know something about it because I was able to talk to
Do you know?
Matt from Matchroom, and the home team is always going to get two teams. It's historically been that way, whether it's been China or the UK. And I hear from a little birdie that you boys are going to be representing Spain B. So, what was that call like? What's that experience like? How excited are you guys to be representing your country on your home soil?
Something amazing.
I don't have any words. Like finally, it's not only for play this tournament, because this tournament is one of the, be- everybody wants to play this tournament, right? Like World Cup pool, his teams, But finally, I'm playing with this guy. I know him like when I was 12 years old. He teach me to play. He teach me to play pool because
More or less.
a little bit, but it's I was living with him about 3 years together in one sport center, about the pool. So that's incredible. It's not only the competition, it's the feelings we're gonna take it, we're gonna play together. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of all together. Like we are playing this tournament that is something unbelievable. We are playing together because we know each other. We are very good friends, and we are playing in Spain. So it's
Yeah.
like mix of everything, and it's gonna be amazing.
And of course we have another two big friends playing too.
Yeah,
So that's
they've been known to have some success in their own right, defending champions, and that's what part of what makes this whole thing pretty cool for you guys. I feel like because it for a lot of pool players I've talked to, so many where we brought up this event, and it's always been like a dream, kind of like something that they always wanted to strive for, like Mosconi Cup. But being able to represent their home country, it's especially tough for you guys because David and Francisco are so dominating, and it's like, man, when will I get a chance to kind of get one of those spots? And now you got a really solid opportunity. I remember years ago when I brought up China. There was a Chinese B team that nobody had ever heard of. There were two guys that I've never seen them play pool since, but they ended up playing in the final against China A. I think the guy dogged a 8-ball or a 9-ball hill. But it's pretty amazing. You're on your home soil. You're gonna get to play for the red and yellow. I'm super excited for you guys.
hopefully
Yeah,
hopefully
we
we
are
play
too.
hopefully we play the final.
We final together.
Have
We're
you
gonna
guys
beat them.
ever? Go ahead. Sorry.
We are
Jose.
gonna beat them. Don't worry.
Yeah, I was going to ask, have you guys ever, just for fun, kind of teamed up and played against David and Francisco?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
played one time. Was race to 60 or race to 50?
Can't remember, but it was so low.
Yeah, we play it for a bet. The losers pay a dinner, but big dinner, like, and the score was like a little bit close, right? Like
Yeah.
50-43 or something,
Yeah.
50-42 or something, race to 50, and yeah, but it's not the same practice in that in tournament,
Yeah.
So That's different.
Wait,
But
so
I
who
mean,
won? That's what I want to know. Who
Yeah,
paid the
yeah,
dinner?
they win.
they
They
won.
win.
We
They win.
we paid. We paid.
Yeah.
We pay.
We paid.
What was the game? Was it 9 ball, 10 ball? What was the game?
9 ball mushroom rules, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it was.
Yeah, it was
What was the score? What was the score?
50-43 or 50-42. I don't
Yeah, it
remember.
That's
was
close.
not bad.
That's
Not
close.
bad.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the first 2 days we was up, right? Remember?
Yeah, I think it was quite close the first 2 days.
We played in 3 days.
Yeah. Then the last day,
The last day they say, okay, now we win, and they win.
I like it, man.
They're just so tough, and they have chemistry together. And so that's one thing when I hear about your experience of playing together as a team. Mike and I talk about this all the time. When it's Scotch doubles, you can take the two best players in the world and put them together. It doesn't mean they're going to play well together.
It's
But
true.
you guys seem to have chemistry and experience playing together. So this could be a great tournament for you. You guys could go deep in this thing. Do you feel like you could win it?
I mean,
I mean, it's our first time, so you never know. But if we get along with all the feelings, I think we can do a good tournament.
but it's the same like whatever if it's coach doubles or individual tournament. Finally, I know I'm talking about me and about him and about every players they are knocking the door. These players they can win a tournament, right? They can beat everybody, right? So
Right.
this is the same. Yes, we need this time, this a little bit this lucky, and maybe we can take it. But is we don't know. But of course we can do it. How? Why not?
We hope to do it.
Do you feel like the successes you guys have had the last year, and then this trip here in the States of bonding and grinding and playing in terms is going to help you prepare for that event?
Yeah, I think every experience
Yeah.
you get, it's going to help you. Like in one or other way, I think everything helps. Experience is a good point for that.
Really big point.
What would you
How-
guys be doing at home if y'all weren't here?
Practice.
Yeah. Keep it
Okay,
simple.
let me rephrase. Different question. When you're not playing pool, what do you do for fun?
Not much. Not much.
He not too much because he's like a ¿cómo se dice mueble?
Like furniture.
Like furniture. He doesn't make nothing.
I don't move.
He don't move. He only sleep, eat, and practice. He doesn't make more.
Yeah.
I go
What
to
about
the-
you, Jonas?
I go to the gym sometimes too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Yes, I can tell you what I do when I'm here. For example, if I'm not playing pool, I'm trying to I don't know talk with my friends. Video calls. I make a lot of video calls. You know, see some movies, and not it's nothing more like sleeping.
You're worse than me.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm curious when you guys started playing pool, both of you. Like at what age and what got you into playing pool?
Around 7, 8 years old, and it was because of my dad. He played pool. Not pool. It was kind of different game because I'm from Canary Islands. I don't know if you know about it. Tenerife.
No.
Yeah.
No?
Canary,
It's-
that's off the coast of Africa? Or is that
Yeah,
the Azores?
yeah, it's
okay.
very close to Africa.
Yeah.
So we play kind of different game there. It's like a mix of Russian pyramid and pool.
Really?
So yeah, so I started playing that game.
Huh.
It's something totally different.
And me the same. My father has a pool hall in Spain. And just not. Not my father. He's like my father, but I born in Galicia, and my father's separate, and I went with my mother to this city, and he know this guy, and now he's with him. And since I was 1 year and a half, they meet, and when I have 4 years, I start to go pool, and he's like my father. So I have two fathers. So and he's for him. He's a pool hall, and I always in the pool hall like shooting since I was 4 years.
I love hearing that. And yeah, I hear it from so many top pool players. And I grew up, my dad taught me how to play when I was 5. And I live in Arizona. and they live in Maryland. So when I go back to visit my dad, it's like I give my mom a hug, hi mom, and then shoot, we go right down to the basement and start shooting pool together. It's like it's that bond that we have together that we'll always have. It's really cool. So one thing we like to try to do sometimes is we have a lot of people who follow our show who maybe they love pool, but they don't play nearly the way you guys do. They're trying to improve. They're trying to get better. I'm curious if you could give somebody like one piece of advice. I know you're giving lessons. We're not asking for what the $50 an hour thing.
Don't worry,
But
don't worry, don't worry.
one piece of advice that might help them, in their pool journey. What would that be?
Only one?
Just one. You have to
One
pay
advice.
$50 for more.
I think the best one I can give is enjoy the game.
Yeah.
That's the
I
And,
love that.
and another one is important too, because whatever, if you are enjoying the game, if you don't do that, you're not gonna improve never. Try your best every time. Try your best. Whatever, if difficult or easy shot, try your best.
Yeah, I like that. Even
Try
like
your best.
no matter what the score is,
Try your
always
best.
try hard, try your best. I like that.
Mhm.
That's great.
You
and
know
enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think it's very important.
And enjoy it.
Try,
Yeah.
try to make both at the same time.
tennis, right? Tennis.
Yeah.
You know Rafael Nadal.
Never heard of
My,
him.
my favorite tennis player. I'm a big Rafa fan. I love watching tennis, man. King of clay.
So he always try his best. So that's why he's a monster. So it's the same. He enjoy and he try his best. That's why he's the best.
He
That's
is the goat.
How do you guys deal with the pressure that you feel when you get late in events? You get out there, you want to enjoy yourself, like Alberto said. Hey, I want just enjoy yourself, have fun. But sometimes, especially when money's on the line, a lot of money, or you're at the point where you're like, man, I'm finally ready to win one of these. All I got to do is win 3 more matches, and it's a high pressure situation. It's your body physically takes it different, right? It's not fun, at the time you're stressed. How do you try to relax and stay calm out there on the table?
I try to keep the same routine I have, like all the match. So like this, I can be more focused. Of course, I'm nervous. It's normal, but if I keep my routine, I don't lose the focus. So probably you can win like that.
Yeah, always when you arrive. I mean, me always when I go these tournaments, I'm always like practice. Every top player or every player practice a lot, right? So when you practice, you are making all the same your routine. You are practicing. You are trying your best practicing. So when you arrive there, and you are, of course, everybody has pressure. Everybody is nervous. About the money, about the title, about the people, about everything. So finally, I make try my best. Think about I'm practicing. Like try my best. Like when I'm practicing the same in the tournament, and if I play good, I can win. If I play bad, I'm not gonna win. Just it's only this.
I like it.
Focus.
I'm gonna steal Joey's thunder because he usually asks this question.
Oh, I was just getting ready to ask it, Mike.
If,
Hey,
if
Mike,
you
before you ask the question, I got to
yeah,
ask you a question. I love that shirt. Do they sell men's polos where you got that shirt?
you waited 34 minutes to insult me about the shirt. Listen, it's a golf shirt and it's the Masters weekend. All right, that's number one. And number two, it's Easter weekend. So
Oh,
I
okay.
got girls. It's Easter colors, man.
Yeah, teal is my daughter's favorite color.
Not everyone can wear beige, bland beige. So you kind of match your curtains back there, by the way.
Hey, whatever.
Now, if you guys could win one tournament only for the rest of your career, what tournament would it be?
Wow.
Only one.
Only
Only
one.
one.
Only one. I would say I don't know.
I know.
World Line Ball Championship. I think.
All right, Jonas.
U.S. Open with all players. Like no COVID, no restriction, visa, nothing. U.S.
All the
Open.
all the best players in the world. I like
So
those are two interesting answers, by the way.
yeah, and they're the two that I would expect, right? Either one or the other. And I'm curious why you went with the one you did, and one of the things that I've said the last few years is it almost seems like the US Open is getting to be the hardest tournament to win, even over the World Championship. Would you guys agree with that?
Yes.
Right. I think two of the toughest field out there.
Yeah. Finally, it's two in the World Championships. It's only 128, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
128.
Yeah.
US Open is 256.
Hmm.
World Pool Championships, if you don't qualify, you not go, right?
Right.
US Open, it's open, right? So
Yeah.
the best Filipino player, if he's not qualifier, he's not gonna go to the World Championships. Philippine or Taiwanese or
Yeah.
whatever
like
you
that.
want.
Yeah.
So in the US Open, if he pay quickly, he goes.
Yeah,
That's
I
true. You gotta-
yeah, that's right. I heard also that China Open back in the
Yeah.
days, it
It
was
was
very tough.
Yeah.
Very tough.
Did you
very.
guys see the big 8 ball tournament they just had over there that paid $740,000 for first place?
Yeah, we saw it. We saw it.
Yeah.
Would
That's,
you
I don't
guys
know.
give that one a try one day?
I don't know why we don't play enable China.
I, I went to times
I
before
don't think
COVID.
I'm gonna win, but just for try.
I went to times before COVID.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I went.
It's a
What
tough
was it
game,
like
man.
over there?
It was, yeah, it's very tough.
They pay too. They pay good.
No,
too?
it was not that big prize money, but it was 80,000 or something like that. First place, and Saint Juba won too.
Yeah,
Same guy. Same guy.
Yubo's a monster Chinese 8 ball tournament. To come back after all this time and win that event, he was probably the favorite going into it. He is a killer. He's an absolute
I
killer.
like
It's
I
unreal.
like my 8 ball patterns, Mike. I think I could take them.
We'll see.
It's
We'll see if
Go ahead.
we'll see if we can get you qualified next time, Joe. Yeah.
Can we bet on that match?
A lot of
Yeah.
money.
You guys are, you're sounding more American already, Jose. Man, you're
Of
already
course.
trying to steal. Here we go. I like it, man.
Hey, Jose, you mentioned the Philippines. You mentioned Filipinos. I think it was you. Or maybe it was you, Jonas. I'm not sure. But have you guys ever been over to the Philippines? Do you have plans to go over there and get into some action? Tell me about it.
Listen. Like in Vegas, right? We went in Vegas. We arrived in Vegas 20 of February, right? For the for the Alpha Las Vegas Open and after
Yeah.
the World Pool Championships. And after we play the US Open Able and US Open Temple, right? In Griffs in Vegas, all right. So I just thinking, I say, Alberto, we have where? In May, right? We have 3 weeks off in May, right? I said to him, why we don't go Philippines? And he said, it's a little bit far. It's a little bit far. I said, yeah, but
It's
we
a
can.
little far.
and
A
I,
little bit, yeah, just a little bit.
and I say to him, yeah, but we can go improve and it's cheap, you know? Only the more expensive is the flight, right? Maybe I don't know. I have 2 friends there in Thailand for 3 months and they only spend $1,000.
Yeah.
You know, so I told to him, let's go, we can go. And it's the same than here. I told to him, come with me and we go. So maybe not this year, but maybe after,
Maybe next year.
maybe next year, 100%, I'm gonna go. Whatever, if with him or with my father, I don't care.
There's all these
Father,
stories.
friends, or whatever.
Yeah, there's all these stories about players who went over there and they can get in such cheap action against great players who you've never heard of. They're driving a cab, and Tyler Steyer told me that the guy who drove him to the pool room in a cab gets out and beats him. It's like there's so many great players over there. And you don't have to have a lot of money to compete, but you hear stories all the time about players that go over there and they come back stronger, come back like ready to play and just feeling really confident. So I'd love to see you guys go over there. That'd be cool. Maybe we can get the ones, Mike, that won the brand contest, Sharks, to stream a match with those guys. That'd be cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure.
So
You guys mentioned
but-
go ahead, Jones.
I mean, Philippines. I heard about that. 2 things. Philippines. I think a lot of players they can go because finally it's not too much money over there, right? But if they go out, we have a problem. All the people, all the players, because
Wow.
I heard they are super good. They are super good.
Yeah.
And I had another like top players. I don't know the name now. I don't remember, but I remember couple players they go there and they play for money and I didn't win a match. and they play maybe 8 matches, like cheap money, but they didn't win, and they're top world players. Like
It's
maybe
it
Yeah,
all
it's
the best players in the world. The Philippines is kind of like college for pool players. For so many
yeah.
for the last 20 plus years. You've heard about it from Darren before his great years, Shane before Shane was Shane. All the best players in the world go over there to get education in a sense. Pool.
One of my
Mika,
favorite stories was Oscar Dominguez goes over there a decade ago or so, and he's playing a guy, and he's telling his dad, he's like, "I'm stealing. There's no way this guy can beat me." Well, the next day he loses. The next day, Shane Van Boning walks in, plays the guy, and gets drilled. Turns out the guy's Carlo Beato. They kept telling him he's an amateur. He's an amateur. Well, Carlo Beato's over there beating Oscar, beating Shane, all these people. It was it's a
Mika
cool story.
Immonen, for example, Mika Immonen was in Philippines, I think 2 months before he won the U.S. Open.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's
Yes,
true.
I,
Yeah.
I don't know if his first U.S. Open or something, but he went in Philippines. So that's the best practice, I think. Go Philippines and try to play with them.
If I asked you guys, you can't pick David or Francisco, but give me a name of a player that you maybe look up to or try to emulate, or a player that you really respect out there, one of your favorite top players. Who would it be for each of you?
I don't know me.
No.
Oh.
I just
Ah, I love that, man. That's funny.
Uh, if I have to choose one, it's a tough question, man. Because actually there are like 100 top players out there. But yeah, I could choose Chanju Lee maybe.
Hmm.
Maybe.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
you know
monster.
in pool, I mean, you can simulate when you are over there. You know what I mean? Like when you are, I mean, you always try be you. You know what I mean? So, of course, you can simulate a little bit like the attitude or something. But I'm just fist. I have a lot of respect, and I love how this player enjoy playing the pool. And how he plays, and you know, he's super good, and everybody knows, I think, but he's super good. I don't know. I like him how he plays, and he's Roland Garcia. Roland Garcia.
Yeah.
Roland
Roland.
Garcia?
Roland's got a great attitude. Roland's
Yeah,
a
Mhm.
super positive guy.
he's positive. He's enjoying all the time. I like him. I like how he's playing.
He's a grinder too, man. Roland's always going deep in events as well. I like, and he plays all games really well as
Yeah.
well. Also, yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys
So
mentioned the expo coming up as well. That's your next event you guys got going on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next and last year, our trip in USA.
It's a unique format. I don't know if they changed it, but last I saw it was like best out
three,
of three sets or best out of five sets.
five
Races to
Five,
sets.
five,
Five
is
sets.
it
five
five?
sets.
But it's single elimination, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Five
different.
sets. 5 sets. Every set is raised to 5. Single elimination.
What do you guys think of that?
I think if you get hit in every set, you are done. You cannot play anymore.
You'll get your money's worth, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
Because I think it's 45 games.
Yeah.
It could be 45 games one match.
In one day. Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Well, what if you have to play 2 matches? You get
better
healed all of them.
you better get something to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like this format. I like for example, the Predator events. I like this format too. I mean, it's
Yeah,
more.
we have to try. I mean, it's okay to try.
So your favorite format, your favorite game, what would that be? If I asked you, like, let's say I said to you guys, I made your day and said, I'm going to play you tonight for $10,000. And you're like, yes. But you pick the game, you pick the format, you pick the race, whatever it is. What would be the ideal setup for you guys?
I choose the one I grew up with, Chapolin. It's called Chapolin.
You can't do that. I don't know
I
how to
can,
play that game.
of course I
You
can
said he
do
could
that.
pick whatever he wants.
Yeah,
That was part of the
Alberto, I
rules.
don't know how to play that game. It's got to be a game I
That's
know
the
how to play.
point. That's the point,
why.
Joe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the point.
That's the point. That's the point.
All right, forget you, Alberto. Jonas, what do you say?
Me, 9 ball on the spot, no bar box, and I no box break.
No break box.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
I would choose
And
10 ball.
3 point rules. 3 point rules.
How long's the race?
Whatever. More than 15.
Depends on depends on the player. If
What's-
I play FSR, race to 1.
I mean,
I like the
mean,
logic, man. I do.
I was thinking it's how I prefer. I say I don't care, but if it's possible more than 15 is better. But this is true. If you are playing with this guy, maybe you flip coin is better. Flip coin, yeah, something.
That's funny. Well, guys, look, I've been very impressed with you guys tonight. Your personality, your energy. I wish you guys nothing but the best. And I'm really curious because it seems like your English is getting great. It must be all the time you're spending over here. What has been your food of choice over here? If you could have one meal tonight, one American meal, what would it be?
In America, right?
Yeah.
Here in USA.
And don't say Spanish tapas.
Oh, I know.
Pasta carbonara.
No, listen. We discovered like 2 weeks ago. One thing is super good. I think it's the best food, fast food, but it's good. You know, Wawa.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I love Wawa.
I love Wawa.
Mm.
I love
Yeah.
Wawa.
What do you
you're
get?
Americanized,
The
that's for sure.
sandwich? The
Yeah.
sandwiches?
Whatever, panini,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, you have a
Everything
lot
is
of
good.
choices.
And listen, he likes a lot banana shake.
Banana
Banana
milkshake.
shake.
It's very good.
Hey, Melina, we can try to get them a sponsorship. Imagine them having Wawa on their shirt when they play.
Big
That'd
time,
be-
man. Yeah.
I would do it. I would do it. For free food, I could do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, just for the food alone, right? We got to negotiate better for you, buddy. Let me tell you. Yeah.
400 milkshakes per year.
You know, next time you guys are in Vegas, we're going to take you to this taco place, okay?
All right.
Because I went there with Melina Mike, and now Melina Mike is Mexican, okay? We walk into the taco place, all the menus are in Spanish. I don't know Spanish, but I have Melina Mike, so I'm good. So I look at Melina Mike, and he's like,
the menu wasn't the issue. The issue was how they were ordering, because you got one line for all the different things. You had asada here, you had pork here. Yeah, it was
Bro, I
everything was
couldn't
I'd
read
never
a
ordered a place like that before.
I couldn't read the menu at all. So I look at Melina Mike, and he's like, man, I'm not that Mexican. I don't know what to do.
Molina, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You speak Spanish or not?
Un poco nomás. I can understand better than I can speak.
All right,
Yeah.
because I know you're from Mexico, but I say, but I
No.
I never,
I'm second generation. My momo, my abuelo
family.
were from
Yeah,
Monterrey, and my
alright.
mom was first born here in the States.
All right, because
Yeah.
I know like you have something about from Mexico, you know, but
Yeah.
I always ask this guy speak Spanish or not?
Yeah, you
No.
look. I mean, y'all look more white than I do. You know, the skin tones confuse a lot of people, man. Let me tell you. It's only when you start talking, then they're like, oh, all right.
You know, this is one fun thing from here in USA, right? Another day I went to a restaurant, right? And the waiter, Mexican I was, and the waiter come and say, hello guys, how are you? I say, hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? And
Yeah.
she start to
I'm sure she was surprised, huh?
yeah, she was surprised. Say, oh my God, you speak Spanish? I say, I'm from Spain. Yeah, so I speak Spanish. Yeah.
All
real
shapes and colors,
Spanish,
man.
right?
Yeah.
That's like my wife is from Brazil and speaks Portuguese. And but when she meets somebody who is Portuguese, they don't think she speaks Portuguese. They're like, you speak Brazilian Portuguese. It's different, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, but they understand each other, right? It's
Yeah.
different dialect,
Yeah.
maybe, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
close. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
You speak Portuguese or not, Ryan?
No,
Nothing?
He
nothing.
barely speaks English.
I've tried to learn, but it's hard, man. I'm 50 years old. Look, I'm almost twice as old as Alberto.
You say
Come on.
50?
50?
50.
Oh,
50
He doesn't
years
look it, right?
old.
Give him a compliment. He doesn't look that old.
You looks like 30, 35.
Yes, I love
There
these
you
guys.
go. There you go.
Maybe it's for you.
Spain B is going to win the World Cup of pool.
Let's go.
I
Listen,
called
listen.
it.
But maybe it's for the light. Maybe it's for the light. So,
Yeah,
On the camera, on the camera.
He'll take whatever he can get, man. Whatever,
right.
whatever angle. Yeah,
yeah,
he'll
Keep it
take
coming.
yeah, but nice. It's
Guys, it's been great getting to know you. We appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. I really wish you the best out there. You know, keep grinding away. You guys are going to break through soon. We know it. And I hope it's in the World Cup of Pool. How cool would it be for one of you to win the Spanish Open, the other to finish second, and then Spain B win the World Cup of Pool? Let's do it, okay?
I retired.
Good luck, boys, and thanks a lot for coming on the show, man.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Can I say thank you to somebody?
Please.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you, Bobby Hilton and the Shark Stream, for make that possible. They are helping to us a lot.
That's a great room.
This is the Shark Stream in Yale Villiers, Connecticut, Wallingford, right?
Yeah.
And nothing. I just want to say thank you to my sponsors. They're helping me all the year. Ibiza Sports and Santolaria and everything good. Predator
And Wawa.
yes.
And wow, of course.
And Wawa, right?
And of course, thanks to you.
And thanks to you for this opportunity.
It's great to be here.
No,
It's our
we appreciate
pleasure.
y'all, man. Yeah.
All right.
We'll see you
Okay.
guys soon, man.
Thanks,
See
Later,
you
guys.
in the expo, right?
See you soon.